Yo, what's up? You already know what it is. Your boy Needlz got hiphopisreal, and you already know we back at it again with the legend, the one, the only, Sirius Jones. What's good?
Hello, I'm Afro Jones, man. I'm switching it up, man. That's
Afro
it.
Jones.
I'm an Afro beats artist / DJ now. So,
Yo, Jones, man, like
Flash.
you've been in this game for so long, like, you know what I'm saying? Rapping for what, 20 plus years of your life? Probably more. I don't know. 20 is like
1998.
98. Jeez. So you was in there when the legends was in there and the game was like so like OD. 98? That's DMX.
That was still, I think that was still the best year in hip hop to date. I think 98. That was the year that was Hard Knock Life, that was Big Pun, that was DMX, that was Jay-Z, that was
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was when the world saw that hip hop was the cash cow. And you like, spinning, bro. You sure I don't need to go in the house on the Wi-Fi, man? Because you just spent like twice. I don't want them coming at me, Jones Wi-Fi and all this shit.
No.
You know what I mean? We clear?
We good.
All right.
Yeah, we straight. But as far as that, like, when you saying that, I'm looking at it like you would say it's like the pinnacle of the golden era. Like the golden era,
right.
98, it finally hit that, like, yo, we like hip hop got this shit in a headlock.
Hip hop, like, wow, like this is the world. Like this is what moves the world. You know what I'm saying? They really couldn't hide from it no more in that year. Because it was, I think that was the highest grossing year for hip hop.
So you out there in 98 rapping, like,
yeah.
98. How old are you in 98?
Try to get me to tell on myself, huh?
Man, listen, man.
Yo, Coogee rapping.
Rick is dropping albums, man.
That was my first year of. That was my first year. I think I was graduating high school.
Okay.
So like, put it this way, that year, I was a crazy year, bro. Just put it that way. I got ran down by. My dorm room got ran into by SWAT. You know what I'm saying? I had, that's when I had got that first 38 that I wound up catching that case of Rikers Island for. I had went to Florida and I really discovered my game. Like I understood, like, oh shit, I'm really a boy. Like, you know what I mean? Pause. That's when I really understood when I went out of town and I actually got to see what I was capable of for the first time. You know what I'm saying? And I was cutting hair, I was playing ball, and I got dared to get in a rap battle. That's how I started rapping. I got dared to get in a rap battle because I got, medicated one day and was freestyling, and they taped it. And when they heard it, people was like, "Why you ain't tell us you was a rapper? Why you ain't tell us you was a rapper?" And I had a few like viral life moments. Like before the internet, I had a few viral life moments, which really showed me that I could, it gave me the confidence. You know what I'm saying? So that first time that I got into a rap battle was a dare. And I wound up coming in like third place at like 50 people. And that's how I found my rap partner. And my man Eclipse from Trenton, New Jersey. And we had the First Ave. So if anybody don't know the history of Sirius Jones, if you don't know First Ave, you don't know. Because First Ave was what I really got on with. DJ Lazy K started putting our mixtapes and our songs on her mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really got us lit. That's when I started meeting State Property. I met all these different rappers. And this was around like in a year span. So it really showed me, like, soon as I started rapping, I just took off. I literally went to the studio the same night of that battle and met Needlz. If you don't know who Needlz is, Google him. Multi-platinum, 50 Cent, everybody now. He done produce everybody. But I was the first person rapping on his beats, and he was the first person that gave me a beat. You know what I'm saying? So I was pushed right into the game. Like I had this fall of fly. You know what I'm saying? And by the grace of Allah, I flew.
So that's crazy. Like in the golden era, you was out here going through traumatic life stuff, but that's how you really getting into the game.
That's what was the game back then. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't be a rapper, at least not and respected one. You couldn't go outside on the block and rap in that era if niggas ain't fuck with you. They would look at you like, well, they would just stop listening and walk away or throw something at you. Or like niggas would just disrespect you if you thought that you could be a voice of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't just be, you could rap in the privacy of your own home or wherever you want to rap. You know what I'm saying? But if you was going to come on the block, how we used to do it, like, we used to walk up to the crowd. If it was 20 people, that's where we walking up. If it's 30 people, that's where we walking up. Yo, who rap around here? What's popping? Niggas is like, what? Nigga, we selling drugs out here. You don't get off this block? Nigga, I got drugs. I got crack. Nigga, what's up? Who spit? Niggas is looking at us like we crazy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these little things? We had to literally like gangbang rapping, like, pause. We had to literally like push our line. Like, that's how we got battles back in the day. There was no Fight Club yet. There was no Blaze battles yet. There was no Scribble Jam and all of these other things that, you know what I'm saying, wind up being a staple in 2002s and 3s and 4s, and you know what I'm saying? But in the 2000, 2001, 2002, we had to get it off the street. Literally, we had to create moments in the streets for people to talk about you. That was the only way they talked about you. As if like, yo, Jones and Clips was down Fraser Home Projects. Yo, bro, that nigga said this, and niggas just ran all crazy, and like that was our moments before the camera.
And you young as hell, y'all rapping, and like the whole time though, when you battling too, you still caught up in like, you know, the industry and like trying to get signed and making music, right? The whole time.
Well, ironically, like I said, the first day that I started, that first battle that I had, the first time I ever rapped on a stage. Well, actually, I'm lying. I rapped on the stage when I was like 9. I had like a viral moment when I was 9. Like, I find that footage. But that was just
seen
a
it,
kid.
actually. I saw it.
You seen that?
Yeah.
How you seen it? I ain't even see it. Where was that?
It was on, I think, like I don't know, a clip where you look mad young and you rapping and shit like that.
Yeah, I had like this viral moment at like assembly or some shit like that, and it was this the Martin Luther King, you know, assembly or some shit, and I really just stole a nigga's rhyme. You know what I'm saying? It was a nigga named Afro Jones, and he had this rhyme that was like some, you know, some positive black shit. You know, I'm Muslim. When I was young, I used to have to go to all the, you know, Kwanzaa, all the festivities. You know, you on your pro-black, you know, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I know you educated and woke. You feel me? Even though you trolling on this internet, but it's okay. Right? So, you know, you gotta get your money. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know, in terms of just Afrocentrism and being, you know, in tune with ourselves as a people, I was forced to learn like that when I was young. You know, shout out to my mom, my pops. They was real revolutionaries, real Muslim, really into the nation. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I just got a tweet that says, "Please tell me you got a blog cooking goods. He been trolling for too long."
Yeah, I just seen he did a blog too.
He just keep trying to get some of my name in the algorithm by just trying to hold on to that narrative. He trying to be one of the catalysts to try and keep this I don't know about Jones shit going, bro. Like, the more and more I'm going up, it be certain niggas where you see like, oh, you really oh, okay. This nigga just did a blog talking about Jones and Math again with question mark. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Like, what? We'll get into whatever, but you know, not to get distracted. But basically, I had to learn about Afrocentrism and just had to go to these festivals and, like, you know what I mean. I'm blessed now that I had that in me, pause, and that I was taught that as a young age, because now I still I got love for us as a people still. You know what I'm saying? Because that was implanted in me. You know what I mean? I think, pause. But long story short, see, this is why you shouldn't get all medicated too early when you got to do responsible things. But let me focus up, because I'm forgetting the point of why I'm telling you this. Afro Jones, yes. The assembly, he had a rhyme that was about Martin Luther King. I heard the rhyme. I absorbed it. It was like this thing where he said, bang, bang. Ooh, I shot him down. Bang, bang. Ooh, he hit the ground. So I basically had told the crowd, when I say bang, bang, y'all say ooh. And I just like, bang, bang. Ooh, they got it. So I had that moment from when I was like 9. And it was like, the crowd went all crazy. So I knew what that was like. You know what I'm saying? At a young age, I understood, like, ooh, like that was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I never wanted to be a rapper. I never thought about being a rapper until I literally was just kind of pushed in the spotlight on some, well, you can't do this though. And I was like, what? I could do this too, nigga. Fuck you talk like. And I just went for it. And by the grace of Allah, you know, that same night, because now I'm remembering what your question is to land the plane, right? That same night, I met this guy named Kenyatta, who was a respected guy in our school. He was kind of like a nerd, but like a cool nerd that just, you know how people be like SGA presidents and all this stuff. They got the girls and the parties, but they also in tune with what's going on. Like he was a sharp dude back then. But he came up to me and just basically said, "Bro, you got to come to the studio." Matter of fact, he didn't even tell me. He was like, "Yo, bro, I need you to go somewhere with me right now." I'm like, "What?" I'm in the crowd trying to holler at some shorties, soak up my little rap fame. Like, okay, that's the first time Lean got, I was Limo back then. First time Lean got on stage, like he nice a little bit. Oh shit, all right. So I'm in the crowd, kind of like, shaking hands, kissing babies, and he's like, no. You need to leave right now. Look, and then I get another one. Shout out to LV. ARP breaks down recent Sirius Jones comments. Everybody try to get some of my algorithm, huh? Everybody want that algorithm, huh? Damn, that's crazy. This coming through while I'm paused, while I'm seeing. And y'all think I'm capping? Just go to my Twitter because I'm gonna retweet all this. Nah. This was popping up as I'm having this interview at 8 in the morning. That's what I'm waking up to. ARP want to get now. He gonna sit there with his nerdy ass. So when you think about it, when you break down the history of how I facilitated one of the most controversial, like man. Wow. This the game now, huh?
This the game now, Jones?
Wow. We sitting here talking about the origins when it was, look at the irony. You see that? We sitting here talking about how it came from the heart and the soul and just the dare of somebody thinking you can't do it and like, you know what? Yeah, I can. And I'm going to jump into the fire. I'm going to walk out here with the lions and the hyenas in the projects where I'm not even from. In Trenton and Patterson, nigga, in the Bronx and fucking Harlem, where I wind up like, nigga, now I wind up out here, I live here now. Nigga, we had to build this shit from the street, from the ground up when it was nothing, when there was no outlet, there wasn't even a phone. If a nigga had a camera, it looked like a news reporter, nigga, that shit was this tall on his shoulder, nigga. And y'all niggas over here waking up, oh, Jones is going, okay, let's come up with a blog for Jones. All right, yeah, he's still worried about math. Okay, that's why he sent one tweet. He's acting street and tough still, even though he's been going to jail and everything else. He must still be acting as a 40-something-year-old man and trying to, perpetuate them. Like, yo, y'all niggas.
We good.
Right, this world is crazy now, bro.
Yeah. I definitely want to get into some of those things as well, but I wanted to say this, right? The reason I asked you some of the things I asked you today, right? We'll chop it up because it's a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? And but I wanted to say this.
Ironically, would you think it'd be safe to say it's the main part of the game with me?
What?
That's the only thing they got left, bro. It's like it seemed like niggas is really like. They have to try and create something other than what it is instead of just let it be what it is.
I mean, it's the internet era, so niggas is gonna troll. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
yeah. At this point, we just gotta troll the trolls. It is what it
is. You feel me? So it's like people gonna say things, and you know what I mean. It is what it is. But
so now I'm gonna have a blog. Right, this is what I do for my man right here. This is why I fuck with the people, bro. Because certain people is like, nah, Jones, you can't. And this is why I'll be stepping the way I have. And the people that think like and don't know me, don't know my body and just the way I think in general, right? I'm a kind of a short, tempered person in the way that I speak what I feel, man. And I'm gonna say some shit that it's probably not even gonna be appropriate sometimes, but it's real because it's how I feel if you know me, right? But if you don't, there's people that really in their mind have gotten it into their mind for whatever reasons that for some reason I would care enough to try and perpetuate something, try and act some way that I don't genuinely feel to people that don't pay me, to things that don't even support me or because they think that, I guess, from perception is reality, right? So I understand that now. And I understand that from a monetary standpoint. So if you're not subscribed to Sirius Jones on YouTube, first of all, you're tripping, right? Because we've been wilding out. Knowledge knows we be chopping up real stories, real game. You know what I'm saying? And it's you can see if it's authentic because the people that's been in these stories right there in the lives, right there in the comments, the people that I've been booked with, the people that I grew up with, the crazy stories and situations that now just, they just come to me now that I'm talking to y'all in a fluid way. When I never really had this relationship with y'all, to be honest. If you look at my interviews, usually I'm kind of coming from a defensive standpoint. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's over, whatever, because I'm usually defending myself. This way we ain't got that issue, man.
You know got you. Your background look nice too, man.
Oh man, God is good, brother. You know what I'm saying? God is good.
You feel me? God I gotta say, and I see like the music is coinciding with how you said, how you speaking and things like that. Like it's feel good music, you know what I mean? Like good vibes. Even though you talking, you talking that talk.
I mean,
what's up, little homie?
It's my life for real. Like I think people don't understand that part. Like they don't get the fact that something can really be that authentic. Because I guess, we're in the era where everything's kind of more microwave. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you kind of have to do the work to create the relationship with the people more so than back in the day when you could just be talented. You know what I'm saying? You could just be talented, and that was enough. Where nowadays I'm going inside. This is Wi-Fi's ass. Okay. I'm gonna go on the full inside. I thought I could just sit here on the porch.
Yeah, nah. But one thing I was saying is like, just from the earlier questions I was asking before, it was like I see like in your music, you know what I'm saying, and I was trying.
You were saying I'm talking my life for real, like.
Yeah, like because like you like when you say you started from '98. It's like, dog, we in 2025, so you really been.
Bro, I'm really for real. Like I'm really super Like it's crazy. I'm super with it.
And also having that level of hours put into the work of rapping and the art of rapping is like, you know what I mean? Like you that's what makes you elite and up there with some of the best. And it's not like you did it behind closed doors. A lot of your career, you did it in front of the world. You know what I'm saying? You rap, you had to put your words out in front to be judged and be whatever. And like I said, the first time I saw Sirius Jones, it was like, yo, on TV and you cooking niggas in tournaments and shit. Like, and all I remember is like, this nigga don't even care. he don't even care. He funny. He don't give a shit.
Knowledge. This is the cool part, bro. Don't, bro.
I know. That's why it was like the way it came off was like, nigga, I'm just about to cook you niggas. Fuck out of here.
Bro.
Snap on you.
I think that's the part that's like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's my problem. All these years, I haven't cared enough to make a YouTube channel. I haven't cared enough to blog. I didn't care enough to, you know what I'm saying, monetize my shit. I didn't care.
Right.
I was doing everything else and making my money how I was making my money.
Right.
So that was the problem, though, because my life, they don't know my life. They don't understand who I am.
Right.
And I never went out my way or tried to help them understand. You know what I'm saying? So now we at a level now where the way the world is now, you have to kind of understand who someone is to get into their content and their music. Because now it's a content, right? It's not even just music no more. You meet a nigga on the street that's a gangster, stone cold killer and gangster, and be like, yo, Wolf, I fuck with your content. That's what they'll say. They'll call it content. They ain't gonna say, like, I'll fuck with your shit or I fuck with your music. They be like, yo, I fuck with your content. You're like, oh, it's content now. You feel me?
Yeah. It is.
Shit changed, Wolf.
Yeah. Everything is content.
Everything is content. So this is what I'm realizing. Why you think since we've been on this interview, is 3 different so-called top of the food chain niggas that got a blog about who?
Jones.
Content. Thanks for the content, guys. Now I'm gonna make some more content about the content that contents my contents. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's all get some money, I guess.
I seen you was outside squabbling and all that. I see Jones still got it. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna keep it all the way tall with you like I play ball, right? Can I flip this camera around, in fact, not to even mess it up? You can see what this looks like across the street, right? You know what I'm saying? This is what I love about this generation, bro. I'm in the tuck like a nerd shirt, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I go down to, ironically, one of my peoples, you know, he put me onto this spot because, you know, we upper echelon hustlers, you know what I'm saying, in New Jersey, man, hard body karate like Mr. Miyagi, y'all niggas don't really be known. So when I was coming back from from California, from jail, and I'm like, I need a spot, but I'm like, I need a good spot though. Like, I can't just be, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I need a good, you know, player lair. You know what I'm saying? So he like, I got you if you want to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, sure. But what's wrong with that area? He like, oh, nothing. I'm like, why you ain't telling me about it? He like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, nigga, how you know what that shit, right? So this area though, this is what I love about the young generation. They have these pop-up things now where they'll just meet up somewhere 20, 30 deep with cars and music and like, so,
yeah.
And I just see a bunch of cars. I didn't have a light. Wallahi, I just didn't have a light. So I see this group of kids, and to be honest, I'm kind of scared to approach them at first because they sound like they was fighting. You heard? See this shit going black again. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I woke up and I'm kind of like, you know, but I'm not a scary guy in that way. You know, we talking about when I was, you know, 17, 16, I'm walking up to people like that. But, you know, I know how to approach people usually. So I'm like, even though I see like this commotion and they fighting, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? When I got a light. So the dudes is like, he's like, I heard somebody say when I was walking up, who the fuck is this guy? So that's what really made me be like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't ask these niggas for no damn light. These little crazy YNs out here. I'm like, I'm tripping. I ain't got no strap on me, nothing. I'm walking around with flip flops, approaching people fighting in the street in Jersey. So I'm like, but I'll be all right. So I asked the dude, I'm like, nah, man, you got a light? So he's like, oh. And somebody's like, man, I think I know this dude, right? And you know, when they do that, you know what I'm saying? I gotta say before they start thinking I'm some other way. You know what I'm saying? This nigga robbed my cousin. I knew it was or something. So I'm like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm Sirius Jones, bro. So he's like, oh, you know, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like appropriate. Like I'm there and I'm just there smoking my blunt, you know, because I literally was looking for the light for the blunt. You know what I'm saying? And I had smoked all day, and it was like, you know, that first blunt of the day, you want to, you know what I'm saying? This is the most important thing right now type shit. So as I'm smoking the blunt, they was like, so I said, you know, want to go 30 seconds. I said, all right, come on. You know what I mean? So even though I had my flip-flops on, I was smoking my blunt, I had to give them the pause. You know what I'm saying? And for those that don't understand how the wolf pause work, because I get it. I got stuck. I got snuffed. I was wobbly legged, noodly legged, and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga noodle legged me. He got that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still want to act like y'all don't get the fact that, you know what I'm saying, this nigga been scared of me and running for years and still trolling me. But all right, it's my fault if I retweet something and laugh. You know what I'm saying? If the guy that been literally fake trying to bully me, but threatening me with police in real life, though. You know what I'm saying? But they still jacking them. I don't get that type of stuff. But, you know, God works. You know what I'm saying? So at certain points, sometimes I want to kind of show people these skills that you'll see if you see that video. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that it's just going to get me in trouble. I'm going to let my pride and my ego put me back in that place that I don't belong in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got to think about my daughter. I got to think about, you know, this mission and the value of this brand instead of wanting people just to see the value of these hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, the video definitely showed the hands still work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you thought about that? I'm just glad he didn't knock the blunt out my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, nah, you know, it's good sparring. It's good sparring. I just was like, you know, Jones, you know, I know if it was like, you know, a serious situation, You would have got in there quick and got out of there and handled your business. So.
Yeah. I'm glad you could see that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was really, you know what I'm saying, it's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that to me, that's how we came up. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to my pops, right? My pops is so evolved, like, and he's growing so much that he don't even like when I talk about street stuff now. That he taught me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, right. Bro, you taught me, and I'm like, what? And he'd be like, yeah, but black man, you gotta evolve. You know what I'm saying? So he don't even like when I'm associated with anything that seems street. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get it, right? But in my mind, I'm like, I'm proud to show you that, nigga, out the blue at 40-something, look how your son shit still work from that shit you taught me when I was 11 and 12, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? I thought he was live seeing it. He like, oh, you know, he don't want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I respect it. But to me, it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we just showing love on some hood shit. To me, that's wolf love. You know what I'm saying? I pull up in your hood and slap box or box with some niggas I don't even know just to show them, like, you know what I mean? Because that shit could have went a whole nother way if niggas felt the way. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, they were jacking me and they knew who I was. So it was just like they let me kind of, you know, get a little wreck. You know what I mean?
She likes never leaving them stock. They heard shots about 16 blocks. So step light, less you like infrared dots. Locked on your head top like a dreadlock. Who needs us when you drinking on yachts? Like bottoms up, we finally on top. I knew I wouldn't get rich at a desktop. It's work here and it's hoes on the next block. Way up, that's how high that I stay. I can't even see no clouds in my way. And I feel like Simon do what I say. Don't wanna be my old baby, obey my way up. Traffic grinding all day. They thought we was capping, wow, that's okay. It always come back around, they gon' pay. Put the can at these roasting spray. She likes never leaving them stock. They heard shots about 16 blocks. So step light, less you like infrared dots. Locked on your head top like a dreadlock. Who needs us when you drinking on yachts? Like bottoms up, we finally on top. I knew I wouldn't get rich at a desktop. It's work here and it's hoes on the next block. It's a wolf eat dog world. And like a man with no arms, girl, I ain't gonna hold you. When they think they know you, they main go-to. You ain't like that, then I'm tripping when I show you. My wolves, we all girl. Popping bottles, celebrating life with all the guys. They had bodies, but that ain't nothing to glorify. When my mama seen that box, she was horrified for that. She likes never leaving them stock. They heard shots about 16 blocks. So step light, less you like infrared dots. Locked on your head top like a dreadlock. Who needs us when you drinking on yachts? Like bottoms up, we finally on top. I knew I wouldn't get rich at a desktop. It's work here and it's hoes on the next block.